I'm a first-generation American, and I'm about to get a sick chest bump. The only thing I have to ask is, can I borrow $50? Can I borrow $50? I don't have any gold to get in there. Can I borrow at least $50? I'll pay you back, I swear. About to hit chest. Looking forward to it. Enough said. Had a good workout. You guys only saw, I only recorded like a couple sets of what I actually do. Quick run through of my chest workout is 4 sets of that, I don't know what it's called, but that incline machine that you saw me start off with, and then that where you sit straight up, do 3 sets of that. That I don't know, the sitting straight up bench press, whatever you want to call it. And then I did 2 sets of the front delt, the shoulder presses, and then I went over to the pec deck machine. I recorded a set of that, did 3 sets of those, and then I did, in between the sets, I did 2 sets of rear delts. I'm really looking forward to this nerve damage healing up so I can actually hit side delts, and most importantly, so I can do free weight bench press again. I'm curious to see if my bench went up just from training using the machines or whatever. So praying to the Lord that gets better, it heals. It's been like about 3 months, a little over 3 months since I had that whole nerve thing happen. Did 30 minutes of cardio. Make sure to do cardio every day that you work out. Keeps your heart healthy, keeps you healthy, makes you look good. Man, I hate not having much to say. I'm just saying like what I did, mostly what I didn't record. Yeah, and that video that I'm gonna record my trainer's probably gonna be tomorrow night, not tonight. He's too busy. I want to get some videos going to the gym with some friends, bro. I saw one of my friends in there that I have on Snapchat. We actually talked for the first time. He's really good, really cool guy. But yeah, that's all I got in the tank for right now. But college, and I'm kind of thinking about it in a gay way. And the reason I say the gay way is because I've been thinking about it, because it's like, you know, whenever I drive through like a college campus, I get this different feeling of something in the air. And I'm like, ooh, going to college would be a fun experience. But that's the thing. I don't know if I would get anything out of it except like experiences. It just feels gay just saying that. No, actually, I might have to go back in this theory, because it's a lot of experiences, but a lot of distractions that come with it, that are the experiences. Because I'm telling you, man, I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but in high school, I did terrible. I had a completely different mindset then. I didn't care about the stuff I was learning. Man, you know, I was talking about how I was homeschooled and stuff. I started going to high school at the end of sophomore year when I was 16. And I hung out with the bad group of kids that were like having pens in the bathroom and stuff. So I was like, I kind of got curious. And I never knew, I didn't know people, I couldn't wrap my mind around people getting high and doing drugs in a bathroom in school. That was like unheard of, coming from a Christian homeschool upbringing. And school changed me a lot. I let it change me. One of the main reasons I started going was I'm an only child, kind of. I have a half brother, but he's like 12 years older than me. And you know, he moved out, he went to college, he got his own family going on. And so I was like, I was just like depressed, laying around the house all the time. And my parents could see that. And also for basketball, I used to play in this homeschool basketball league. I never knew they had it until I heard of it. Homeschool basketball, sounds crazy, right? And I started going to public school. I feel like I feel gay talking about myself so much, but it is my YouTube video, so it's kind of the whole point of it. But I started going to public school. I was easily molded by my peers, because I had like experience being around other kids my age, but they were very like standoffish in a sense. Opposite of standoffish. They were very friendly. And then I get to public school and the kids are like more like daring, was the way I felt. Like the shit they would say to the teachers, and like they would always be so quick to talk back, and you know, to look good in front of the homies, in front of the other peers, you know. But I just kind of like, I remember just observing that and being like, huh. But then I started to like smoke weed with them. And next thing I know, I'm hitting my pen before a basketball game. And I'm watching the footage looking back. And it's like the jump ball goes up, the guy jumps. And then like a second and a half later, I jump. And I'm just so slow the whole game. It's kind of sad. Like you could see the beginning of the year, I started off, I was like dunking and stuff. I was having an okay. I was holding my own. I was doing pretty good. But then I started smoking weed, like a silly Billy, and I started messing up. I stopped caring. You know, it kind of it messes up your priorities. And also another thing with weed is, it makes you okay with being bored. You think you have all these great. I just smoked right now. This is very hypocritical of me. I like to do it before bed, but whatever. I'm not going to go into justifying my habits with weed. But it makes you think weed makes you think you're having all these great, amazing thoughts all the time when you're just burning time. And, you know, especially if you do it all day. You know, I used to do that a lot. And then, like a week later, nothing would stand out to you. You'd think back and be like, and like nothing sticks out to you. You didn't do anything different. And I think that goes back to weed just making you content with being bored. And then some people argue and say, well, you just gotta live in the moment, man. You just gotta be chill. You just gotta unwind. You know, some people like to be laid back. Sure, I get it, but God didn't make us to just consume all the time. God made us, you know, maybe consume here and there. I'm not talking about like consuming weed, like just consuming stuff. Because when you smoke weed, you end up watching TV, you end up playing video games or whatever. Just, I don't know. Some people will do it and like be creative. But that's not what God made you for. God made you to create. We're supposed to create. Women create life, right? Men build buildings. We create buildings. We create objects. You know, we got a little dynamic duo going on. And then the feminists come up and say, we can build buildings better than you. Or we can do everything that you can. You seen the video of the women training for the Navy SEALs? They couldn't get past the first object. They couldn't get back the first obstacle. They couldn't get by the first obstacle. They fell in the pool right away. All of them at once. I probably couldn't do it. It's pretty hard, but I'm not trained to be a Navy SEAL. Hold up. Where was I going with that? I was going somewhere. But now I'm going to Nothingville. Hold up.